as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see, the Coyotes taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Tulane Green Wave. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Coyotes will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going to ride this running back. After the filthy move, he's got room. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Green Wave. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Coyotes offense has the ball for the first time. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The Coyotes want to crank the tempo. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And as I saw that screen start to develop, I thought big play coming. I just didn't realize it would be for the defense.
Yeah, they got in there quick, and the quarterback's supposed to see that, right? He's supposed to let him come upfield, buy a little bit of time, but then he's got to get rid of it, get it to his playmaker. The offense did not do their end of the bargain. Quarterback got sacked.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Got a lot of running room. Here it is, a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off them, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got some room, entered to the in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The give to the tailback. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
The play by the speed, man. If you think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. After the misfire, now on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's back to throw on second down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, shifting, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front and in the second half.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Coyotes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. On the return, it's Gaines. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field, looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. But you tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth. Just not enough leg on that kick. He wasn't able to clear the crossbar.
The missed 51-yard field goal now gives this offense good starting field position at its own 34. Smashes through. The Coyotes in the hurry up.
Brings up second down.
The give on the inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Coyotes will line up to punt it away. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Algier. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking for the score. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Avery. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's going to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
To the air on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Gets it out fast. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The Coyotes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it's caught inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tulane!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kickoff.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And they swarm him under.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting a run, not only a positive run. Shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast and met him there and forced the TFL.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Makes the catch. He's got enough. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Coyotes come to the line with a new set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Buys a little extra time. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Green Wave. And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
How about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Line gets set, 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Caught in the backfield, it's Beal. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Quick release on the RPO. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. After picking up this 1st down on the ground, let's see what they do. He's looking to throw it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Trying to get to him. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Coyotes will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking for space. It's Algier. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wide out in motion. Going up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Hankerson. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. He wants to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Keeps it. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
49, Coyotes, 3.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He's got his man. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. And the Coyotes moving quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. On the run, fires downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Tulane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
You need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss. It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
The Coyotes will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Makes one man miss. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10.
Slide 22, here we go.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Avery. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You've got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Avery. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, it's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Green Wave! And the route is on.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Kemp. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Pulls it in. It's Wilkerson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are using 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on... And the Coyotes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody... These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working there.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Hey, get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing that.
Looking to go up top on first down. Finds his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. The lone back's got it. At the 35, he's loose. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
70, Coyotes, 3.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Kemp. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to run it to the right. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Got his man. And he'll be smacked to the ground. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to return it. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Tackle was made after the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings, shifts, and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
They want to just keep throwing it. It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Here's the handoff. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Tulane! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Arizona escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Wildcats fans could have done without this one being so close. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Zings it complete to the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Coyotes send out the punt unit. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. Sweet cut there. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42, Spider.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Ready up.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Pound 55, weak.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Power football with the run. Oh, the pirouette gets him loose. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple of more times. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that